album that is coming out. I'm artist for
I'm Shar Kriztin.
I'm Evelyn, founder of EMG Virgin Music Group and also UMG Universal Music Group.
I am realized I am an R&B artist and
Yes.
I'm gonna say the name of my songs. Mine is What That Mouth Do. If anybody on some hate or be disrespectful attitude, talking about nothing. What they need to. Second one, welcome to the bread.
And mine is Like a Fool. I'm an R&B artist as well. I rap a little bit, but Like a Fool.
mine is revenge. Back there, revenge is something like get back with them. And I'm back for some like with the girls just like which I don't know.
Yeah, stop.
And I am the person who produced the album. Boss lady, yeah. EMG, Easy Money Gang, and Every Man's Grind. We are here to show the world that all females can get along. And this is the first ever all-female rap compilation ever been made in 51 years of hip hop. So we making history today. At today, October 25th at 12 o'clock midnight, we'll be going global all over the world. Universal, you know what it is, Virgin Music Group. And we have 9 songs on that album. Am I right?
No, it's more than that, just 9.
Oh, no, it's 9 artists. Sorry, it's 9 artists. We take that back. It's 9 artists and 15 songs on this album. And every last song is a hit. Yeah. So if I'm asked the question, which one is my hit song, I would say all 15.
Yes, that part.
That part.
I have been writing since I was 13, so I have history of writing and just doing a whole bunch of stuff with my music. But I actually wasn't alone. I would say I was writing bad stuff when I was a kid. I don't post in them tip. So when my aunt would find my book, she would be like, "Oh yeah, you're not writing it." So I actually stopped writing for a few years. Just came back to it. We got the group on it. Oh, you go back. Yeah,
Pop it.
I'm sorry, like I was about to do a whole lot.
Excuse me.
Sometimes you gotta talk to your women. I knew, but yeah, it created me into who I am. I'm not letting nobody stop me from my creativity.
Right?
Yeah,
That's right.
I started singing when I was 5 years old in a church, and then my mom, she just like pushed me in the spotlight. I don't know about this, and eventually, I would say I got in my shell in high school when I met my best friends, who's also in Compilation, but they weren't here yet. And they was doing music already, so they was like, "Come to the studio, come do these shows," and then eventually, it was like, "I got this," and it just became a part of me. So I've been doing music ever since.
I started doing music. I've always known how to write that one. So I started really like taking it serious maybe like 5, 6 years ago. Long story short, I was going to go break up and I wanted to make a rock track. But I really just wanted to make a diss track and that's it. And then my brother, he was like, he's the rapper, and I was like, I'm like, do this sound good? Like, do it. Because everybody can make something good and do it.
No, you ain't.
It sounds good. And he was like, yeah, and he was just like, oh, yeah, you got that serious, whatever. And then I still was like, and he ended up passing away. I killed maybe like 3 months after. So I was like, and he was music serious. I'm like, okay, right, not nothing. Then I'm like, some people just fuck life into it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, what got me into music was my son, the late Pistol Reef. Give it up, Pistol Reef. My son, yeah. He even came out to Atlanta too before he transitioned. He was working with some big names out here. They called him the Hook Man. but he has been rapping since he was like 5. He always knew that he wanted to be a rapper. And when he transitioned, and then my second son transitioned a year later after him, and I felt like, okay, what does what do I have to do now in my life? And I have other children. I have 13 children altogether. Um, gang, and and I just felt like, that was my, they were my best friends. They were my first love. They were my 2 oldest sons, and it broke me down to the state of being like, okay, what is my purpose now in life going to live? And I knew I had to live for my other children, and that's what kept me going. But no mother wants to bury her first son or her second son, no children at all. Right. We want to go before them. And, we ask God for that, and we think that it would never happen, right? So, because it's like, we don't even want to think that thought, right? So when it happened, my life changed all of a sudden. So when my life changed all of a sudden, that means everything around me changed, my will to live. So I met a lady by the name of Carol O, who was friends with my aunt, the great Betty Wright, with my children's aunt, my children's father's mother's sister. And friends with her, and we met her through her years ago, back in 2011. So right after my son had passed away, she reached out to me and she wanted to pay homage. So I came out to Atlanta. And when I came out to Atlanta, I was, introduced to Mr. Dominique Mitchell, and that's the GOAT, and that's when we received distribution with Universal Music Group, Virgin Music Group, me being the first African American woman to own distribution in the States. Blessed, highly favored.
Yeah.
So, God put me in a position where as though I could live again, right? And serve his purpose to give back in the remembrance of my children. So my life now is to create stars. So we don't want to make a person who's just not like a one hitter quitter. And don't get me wrong, because you can make one hit and be rich forever. So I'm not disrespecting that. What I'm saying is we're creating superstars. We want to be globally, internationally known and respected. We just don't want to be known in the States. We want to be known all over the world. And it's my will, and it will be done by God that I get these girls there. And that's my purpose. And I think I did a good job on picking the right ones, because they've been so self motivated from day one. We've been trying to do this album for a year. I'm not even gonna say try. We've been working on this album over a year. We knew the girls together. We started off maybe like 21 girls. We ended up with only 9 out of 21 in the end.
Not even mine that we started, like that was the first group of girls. Like only a few stayed, and then we got. So I feel like everything happened how it was supposed to happen because the girls that are here now is like the dragon is like they're on top of everything. So yeah, it definitely is.
We steadfast.
We stayed. The ones that came.
That's right. That's right. And we have been a family since day one. And we want to continue being family. We want to show the world that all females are not ratchet. All females don't just fight. All females can just go get along, can't be in a house with each other. No. We are entrepreneurs, and that's what we're creating. We're not just creating artists. These are my business partners because they are one day going to be what? Entrepreneurs, billionaires. Because we are. We're billionaires in the making. Okay.
The next 2 years, I want to be established. I have 5 kids. So for me, it's like everything has to have everything that I do has to have a purpose. It has to have, just me. Everything has to flow to for 2 years. I want to stay and I want to be and I just feel like I've learned that thing and I want her to be I want to start working on her. And we already be. Our stability. That's what I work on the next 2 years.
In the next 2 years, me and Beyonce has a franchise. And he just got it. So in the next 2 years, I see us making 6 figures or more and see my music just being global and people knowing my name. And to me, that's a good thing because what I represent. I don't represent what a lot of artists do nowadays. I bring a really solid, good message. It's about life and the things that people go through. A lot of people can relate to it. So that's where I see myself like healing people, in a way, like helping people move forward in life and people understand life. I don't have to sit still. I don't have to sit here and be depressed because of this or that. I can still work through whatever I'm going through. So I really want to, and I want to have a book. I feel like I want to.
And that can happen to your own publishing also.
Yeah, we already down. We already got some.
Everybody here is music artists. I'm a music artist. That was my purpose actually. My first song I actually put out was called "If You Ever Got to Do It."
Yeah.
Like audio titles.
Everybody be like, later.
Make me want to hear it.
Like, in the background for real. Like I love my music and I love writing for other people. Some people can't get their story out, and I want to help them get their story out.
Right.
Now, I also help take care of my mom. For a long time, it's been like a struggle to take care of my mom. My mom has cerebral palsy. So coming here has been like really weird leaving. Like I don't leave my mom. I don't leave my kids. I have 2 kids. I want to make sure everything is stable for them. We don't have to worry about nothing. Like she said, I want that 6-figure income. I don't want to have to worry about nothing. I don't want to have to worry about getting a wheelchair or going anywhere. I got it. Her daughter got it. And I'm going to fall out for you. Make sure y'all good. Set for life. I want my books. I have a book that I've been writing for like 3 years now. I let a few friends hear it. It's about my life. And sometimes writing personal books about your life, like it gets real weird. It gets real sad. Cause I don't want to have no super sad story. I don't want it to be angry. I don't want it to be crazy. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't get some crazy shit. I'm pulled up in people's houses and look through the windows and shit. I didn't do some shit. So I was like, let me write a book about it. Nobody know nothing. Don't let the people get to know me. So when I write this book, I want people to know me for me, not just see that crazy, righteous, sexual side. Like, yeah, my music nasty. You hear the lyrics and be like, that's different. So I want everybody to always see different. I want them to be like, when they hear something from me, I want to be that wow for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
that's right. I like that.
So this is my last question. What's the biggest night y'all had so far as being artists?
The biggest what?
Biggest night y'all had.
Night?
Yeah.
What would be the biggest night of your life as an artist?
As being artist, yeah.
I want to go last.
Okay.
Because I need to understand what was the act.
Like, I can say mine was performing in Chicago. And I kind of was like, I said Chicago. I was performing for a Chicago radio station in Houston. And this was like, I think my second time performing ever in Houston. And I had some big name artists. One of them was LePac. He actually gave me like some genuine advice, like don't let anybody just say anything to you. Actually do what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you about your music. If they don't like it, it's just not for them. My music is for my creativity. And that night where I was getting like advice from him, I also got advice from Bona Mac. He consistently like talks to me about different things that I'm trying to pursue and tell me like don't let nobody stop me. And I used to be that person to let people stop me consistently. I'm not doing that. I learned my lesson. Turn this man.
So as I previously said, I started recording and performing in high school, but I would say my biggest night was when my manager put together a show just for me. There was no other artists involved. It was everybody that was there to see me. I did as many songs as I wanted to. I loved it because I got to do like 5 outfits. I kept going back. I'm like, all right, y'all, I'll be back. And I changed. So I was like, I need to do this all the time. That was it. Just for me, it was like I feel like every artist should have their own show, whether you do that like once a year, twice a year,
Right.
it's
I
monthly,
agree.
like to where people come out and buy
I
tickets
agree.
just to see you, and that's it. It's about
Maybe we should consider something like that.
that was my. It was just like it was everything for me, and my dad was there. My dad just recently passed away in June this year, so he was there. My mom was there, my grandmother, my sibling, well, not all my siblings, but one of my siblings. A lot of my family was there, like, so it was just amazing to look around and just see like a lot of loved ones, because you know, family them be the last ones to support you.
Exactly.
Like you'll have strangers
That
support
part,
you
what
and
I'm
ride
saying,
out
that
for you.
part.
So when I was on stage and I looked and seen like all like cousins and mom, dads, like I was like, oh, like my family is here and this is for me. Like that was, I'll never forget that. So I'm very grateful for that.
Okay, I got my biggest night is okay. So I haven't really been performing a lot at all. Because in January, my youngest baby, he was diagnosed with cancer. So I don't really perform no more. That's just like really where my focus been. Like I can't work a job, it's chemo calendars everywhere, everything like that. So fast forward to the beginning of October. Rick Hyde, he was throwing in Buffalo 1K showcase. It was a competition, and I want to say it was like maybe 13 of us that went against each other, and basically, you know, whoever won get the showcase. So he posted it months before about, you know, he was doing it, and you know, he had an entry fee and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know, I really don't. I just didn't pay him because I really didn't have it to do an entry fee and stuff. Yeah. So he ended up a week before the showcase. He said he made a status. And he said, "I want to get a female artist in the showcase. Who's your favorite female artist?" So people was voting. And then the next day, he said, "Okay, came on 3 names. I was one of the 3 names." He wanted everybody to vote on who out of the 3 names to be in the showcase. So I ended up winning. So I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Like, oh, it's over. Because me, I take performances to the furthest extent. Like the dancing, the practicing, the like how I make my show mix, so what part of this song, like I will get the most out of whatever time you give me, you will get 6 songs out of me, maybe 5.
Right, that's the artist.
You know, and you're gonna get a show. It's gonna be entertaining. So I'm like, oh, period. But it was because it was a week before. I'm like, okay, this is a little bit. But let me tell you, everything really happened how it was supposed to happen because the dancers that I usually have, they ended up like. So my sister, Nita Grease, she here. Hi, Nita. My sister was like, "Sister, I'm passionate about dance. I want to do it." But for me, it was more so, but like, I don't want you to do it because my sister's a rapper. So I'm like, I don't want you to be a background dancer for me. Right. I just feel like that's gonna be crazy. So I said, you know what? We're gonna have it to where we incorporate Nita and EJ dance together, like EJ feature Nita dance like that.
Right.
So we did it, and I would say it. All the girls came out. Everybody, the girls got shirts with my pictures on it and everything. And it was so lit, and I won that one.
Yes.
Like, oh,
I meant to ask you too if you had won that.
Yeah, I'm like, what you said? Oh, the show. I'm like, oh, they talking about. Oh, okay.
Right.
It was so lit. When I tell y'all, I've done shows before, and me, I ain't gonna lie, I hate doing competition stuff, not because I'm gonna win, because I know I'm gonna win, but it's the fact that like I don't really like. I feel like performances, people don't know your songs. Right. A lot of times people don't know your songs, so you have to do something to make the performance entertaining to make people want to know what you're doing.
That's right.
Right. So it's like. Me, that's how I got most of my fans stuff, not from, oh, I released this song randomly, It literally was the fact that I was performing that unreleased, but I capture your attention because of the dancing.
Exactly.
First. Now they're like, oh, is she bringing out a chair? And what is she doing? And then I started going from me dancing on a chair to me actually getting somebody out the crowd to be in the chair. Mm-hmm. Then to it actually being like, oh, me and dancers with 2 other chairs. And I just try to make everything a little bit more like, oh my God. And then everybody loved the song that I do that to anyway. So it's just like, yeah, so I done cracked the code, but that had to be the thing.
Right.
I love that.
Well, my greatest night was 2 years ago when I released my first compilation, Forever Always Brothers, when I brought to Atlanta 9 male artists who created one of the best, we thought, hip hop album, but it wasn't considered too universal. It was pop. And the reason why they called it pop, because there was a lot of singing in it, right? So I'll take that. We took that. We took it where our album is doing well. It's doing good. So I'm going to re-put it up again because I did like a 2-year distribution deal on it. So it's supposed to go down in November, but we're going to put it back up for another 2 years. And tonight is going to be another good night, best night, wonderful night for me. This is going to be my night. You know what I mean? We making history, and what I want for the girls and the artists that come along with EMG, I want us all to walk and be part of the Hall of Fame, because every artist should want to become a Hall of Fame famous, because you live forever. Because what is your purpose of being an artist if you don't make it there, right? So if this is your passion, you know what I mean? If this is your guys' passion, then aim for the best, and being the best is what getting your name on the Hall of Fame. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's where I want. That's what I know. We're gonna put it in manifestation.
Yes.
All Hall of Fame stars here, right here. That's what we are. Yeah. So, and myself also.
Of course.
Period.
Thank you.
So, I'm done with questions.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Y'all can end it however y'all want.
You guys can end it. Go ahead.
I'll say something. I'm really happy for this opportunity because I come from Cincinnati. We don't have a lot of artists that are doing anything. We have Skylar Black, we got Juicy 2 Times, and we got a bunch of other artists, but I feel like those two are like really making it right now. And I feel like I'm up next. I want to thank you, of course, for this opportunity, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm excited for tonight. I cannot wait. I've been like on edge, just waiting for this trip. And then I seen the hurricane. I'm like, man, I hope I was scared. I'm like, man, if we can't go, I'm gonna be mad. So we here. Thank you.
You're welcome
for making it happen, Evelyn.
Yes,
you're amazing.
You're amazing
I love talking to you on the phone for hours about a whole bunch of crazy. We talk about stuff, and then we be talking about all types of stuff. Like, I'm just excited. I'm happy to meet all the other ladies, and I love working with other women. So I want us to continue to work together, and let's do this, y'all. We going up.
I'm excited for tonight. It's different. Like, this is just like something, like she said, we've been working on this since last year, and like I said, some girls stayed, some didn't. I was in the beginning, so I've like seen everything from the beginning. So it's like, dang, we finally here. Our album has been released. It's like just the sense of completion. It's like, oh my God. So
finally.
I am forever grateful.
Right.
It's like that.
No permission.
At midnight, 12 o'clock midnight, October 25th.
Let's go.
On all major platforms, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, whatever. Come on, y'all. Y'all help me.
We everywhere.
International, everywhere.
All platforms.
Universal.
You're gonna get tuned out.
Virgin Music
and Left
Group.
Behind.
Yes.
Get with it or get lost.
And we ain't asking for no permission.
Oh yeah. The name of the album is called No Permission.
Yes.
So we're not asking no permission. The girls came telling the story. So every song is that person's individual personality, and they didn't hold back on who they were. So we got all type of women from all walks of life and all different struggles and all different, ways, different genres.
Yes.
So it's definitely No Permission. I love it. I love the title. Yeah.
Yes.
It's everything.
Let's get it, ladies.
Let's get it.